Hello everyone, it's me again. Welcome back to another video, and today we're back with another DVD slash Blu-ray update. That's right, we've got quite a lot to show today. We've got one Blu-ray and a bunch of DVDs here to show in today's video. Before we start, I just want to say if I stutter quite a lot, I do apologise. It's because I'm quite tired. I'm filming it quite early in the morning. And you see, if I filmed it later on, you'd hear a lot of noise in the background. So I'm making sure I get this done, in the best time possible. But unfortunately, when I do that, it makes me, really tired. So yeah, if I stutter, I do apologise. But without further ado, let's not waste too much time and let's get right into this big update. So to begin it off, we have a horror film called The Descent. That's right, I think it's a horror film. It looks like a horror film. This is a 2-disc special edition, released by Pathy. I did hear that this was from the same people who made, 28 Days Later, I think. Or it was actually I don't know, but it says here it's from the director of Dog Salt. Soldiers, I don't know what that says. But if you look on the back, which I'll show in a moment, it says here the most significant Brit chiller since 20 Days Later. Okay, so I mean, I think it's saying something about awards. It was as successful since this. I think, I don't know. It's something like that. We've got Cleaver Films as well, the same company that literally made Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but as the television company rather than the film company. So yeah, quite interesting that. But yeah, not for rental, even though I literally brought it to the CX shop. Yeah, I got mostly some CX. But actually, this one I got from CX, and the next one that shows was from CX, and I'll tell you the ones are in HMV later on. Yeah. Running time is 95 minutes. So yeah, it's not from the same people. It's just saying, this is like this film was didn't get an award-winning film that's successful until since then, I think. Yeah, there's the disc, the first disc, and there's the second disc. Yeah, and there's a little logo down here, and there's a chapter selection right here. So yeah, interesting. I've not watched this film yet, but I will watch it soon. If you know it's any good or not, yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any, thoughts on this film. So yeah, cool. Next one to show is 30 Days of Night, Dark Days. That's right. Now, I watched the first 30 Days of Night film that I also showed in the update video, which you can go and check out. And yeah, this is the sequel, which is called Dark Days. Now, yeah, the first film involving 30 Days of Night was actually really, really scary. And it had one of the scariest DVD menus I've seen in any DVD. I'm not kidding when I say that. And not only that, but yeah, this film was very, very graphic. I mean, very graphic. I mean, yes, it's a horror film with vampires, I get that, but there's something about the gore in these films that was actually really, really insane. And this involves cannibalism as well, because when the vampires start eating the bodies, they do it really fast paced. It's quite terrifying to look at, but that makes the film a lot scarier when they do it that way. So I guess it's only fitting they do it for that. But yeah. It's the side, and yeah, this looks terrifying as well. I'm going to be honest, this one looks really scary as well, but I don't think it's going to be as scary as the first one. And yeah, we've got the dreaded Stage 6 films that release this DVD. Mate, I'm not going to say Stage 6 films are a bad company, it's just a lot of their films, the ones I've seen so far from them, have generally disappointed me. So I'm not sure if this film's going to be any good or not, but I hope so. But yeah, so far my luck with watching films from Stage 6 has been pretty bad. So yeah, we've got RCR, Video Group, don't know what that company is, and we've got Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. I'm sure we know this company by now. And yeah, of course, it's rated 18 for obvious reasons. Released in 2011. Running time is 1 hour and 29 minutes. So yeah, that's 1 hour and 20 minutes of non-stop goreness. Yeah, there's the disc. We've got this little movie extras leaflet. I'm not sure if that actually still exists or not, but I guess I could look up this website to find out, but I doubt it does. We've got one here that says Fright Night. Get ready for the fright of your life. And it lists a bunch of other horror films from Sony. Yeah, I don't think I have any of those yet, I don't think, but I can look up for them if you guys want, if you know any that seem quite good to you. So yeah. Awesome stuff. I do also like how it's in a red case as well. It does really, fit the cover design as well, and the theme for it. Yeah, I do like that. It's actually a really nice touch in this DVD as well. So yeah, next one to show is VHS 99. That's right, a Shudder original. Yes, this is also certified on Rotten Tomatoes as well, as you can see here. Yeah, this was a really this one's also quite scary to watch as well and a bit graphic. But you know, I'm gonna be honest, this was actually a really scary thing to watch as well. I did quite enjoy it, but there was a lot of there's a lot of things about this film that did kind of I shouldn't really call it a film actually, or this feature that did cross a few lines, I'll just say, in a way. I mean, you had the Aussie's Dungeon bit where a kid goes on the game show and ends up, you know, getting absolutely, you know, slashed at one point. It's really terrifying. And there's one part where someone was trapped in a gravestone and they had spiders with them, and then they were like getting flooded or something, like those water being in them in the gravestone. Honestly, it was really scary to watch. It's actually a really scary thing to watch, but it's really good the way it's put together, and the fact make it all look like it's in VHS. You know, Star Wars world makes it even scarier. So this is actually really well put together, and we've got a bunch of independently run companies here as well, including Shudder, which is where I actually watched the film. I watched it on their streaming service. So yeah, released in 2023, I think it is. It says down 2023, but yeah, this, even though it brought some HMV, this did not come in a slipcase. Well, not a slipcase. It didn't come factory sealed. Yeah, it wasn't factory sealed, even though I brought some HMV. Because yeah, usually HMVs would be factory sealed, but this one was not factory sealed. So yeah, very strange that. Approximately 109 minutes. So yeah, 109 minutes of non-stop, like scary shit on the VHS style program. Yeah, there's the disc right there. There's my reflection. You can see my Nick Roll plush in the background. Don't ask about that. So yeah, great film or great feature. Honestly, this is really good to watch. If you've not seen this yet, I recommend checking it out. It's actually really good. I mean, yes, it is quite terrifying, but it's terrifying in a good way from the way I see it. So yeah, worth watching if you've seen it already. Alright, next one to show is How to Train Your Dragon 3 movie collection. That's right. Now you're probably thinking, oh, why get this when you've already got it on individually? Well, I didn't get this, you see. My parents had it for me somewhere. They actually brought it themselves and they had it stored somewhere, like for a long time. And then all of a sudden, you know, they gave it to me because they didn't really want it anymore. So yeah, I saved it from being sold away to somebody else. So yeah, this is a 3 movie collection. Actually, this is in really good condition as well. Like you'll see in a moment when I show you the case when I open it. Yeah, got a little picture of Toothless here. Honestly, Toothless is really, really cute. Honestly, I love Toothless, and to be honest, I like the franchise itself. Activity booklet inside. Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Welcome to Dragon Training. Yeah, released by DreamWorks, of course, as we all know, and Universal as well. So it features the DVDs, How to Train Your Dragon, How to Train Your Dragon 2, and How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden Worlds. Yeah, I've got all 3 individually on DVD and Blu-ray, which I did show in my collection view involving this franchise. Alright, I think this is going to be a bit hard to get open. There we go. Suppose it's not. Yep. There we go. Right, there's the first one. There's the second one, and then there's the Hidden World. Yeah, awesome stuff. And then we have this little activity booklet. This is like a colouring book, I'm pretty sure. It shows like a bunch of pictures you can just like colour in and do all sorts with. There's like a word search there and a really cute picture of Tubers right there, and a little maze as well. Yeah, really cool that. Honestly, yeah, this is in really nice condition. Honestly, I like it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep this for that sake. And yeah, the fact that my parents just had this stored somewhere for a while and didn't give it to me until, you know, now is really nice of them. So yeah, appreciate that. So yeah, if you haven't got this yet, recommend getting it. Honestly, it's a nice thing to have, to be honest, instead of just having it all, you know, individually. So yeah, nice touch, this one. Next one to show is The Substance. I should put a trigger warning about what's on the front cover, but you know what, never mind. I've showed stuff like this before anyway. So in fact, I'm pretty sure I've showed worse in the past anyway, so I don't know what should matter to them. But yeah, The Substance, released by Mubai. I've seen one film from Mubai before, that being After Sun, which I did thought was a little bit boring, but I think this will actually be a lot more fun to watch compared to that. So yeah. Yeah, I've not seen a horror film from Mumbai before. I'm pretty sure it's a horror film. I could be wrong, but it looks like one. Yeah, we've got Working Title and Blacksmith as well. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but I don't know why Mumbai has, covers like this. Like, you see, the side looks like this, and pretty much the side looks like that on so many other DVDs, except, you know, different, thing at the top here. But yeah, I've seen this, like, little white background with this black text here, and then the covers like this. It's just, yeah, it's kind of weird in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it, but, what do you do? This film's also received 5 Academy Award nominations, including 5 BAFTA Award nominations. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, and running time on this film is 135 minutes. Sorry for that jump cut there. I had a little receipt in here. I didn't get it out before opening this case, but yeah, I've got it out now, so you can't see it. But yeah, here's the disc and the cover here. So yeah. I haven't seen this film yet. If you know it's any good, let me know and I'll be sure to check it out. So yeah, awesome. Next one to show is a Blu-ray. This one being Black Phone 2. That's right, from Ethan Hawke. That's right. So I have seen this film before. Yeah, I have seen it. I saw it in cinemas, I think, last year. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It even features that guy who played Hiccup in the live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, he actually appears in this film as well. This film's released by Blumhouse, everyone's favourite. Not really. A lot of people despise that company, but to be honest though, I don't despise them. I mean, yes, there are some films from Blumhouse that are a bit, the same as what others may have seemed and a bit, corny. But personally, I do think this is one of their good films, and there are some films out there from Blumhouse I do think are actually quite good that stand out, unlike some other films that people seem to talk too much about and focus on that as Blumhouse as a whole. But yeah, there are some films out there from Blumhouse that are really good that I don't think many people have actually heard of or even bothered watching. Yeah, released in 2025, it's also from Universal. It features HDMI 1080p 2.39.1 widescreen. Honestly, why does everyone give a crap about what quality this film was in? Like, they just give a crap about the aspect ratio and the quality of the film. Like, I don't know why people really give a shit about that. Like, just watch the film and enjoy it. Don't worry about the quality and the aspect ratio. Like, just enjoy the film. That's all I'm gonna say. And do have every single other film you actually get as well. I don't really care about the quality. I just watch the film because I enjoy it. I don't really care about the quality. Honestly, I don't care. Running time is 1 hour and 53 minutes. And as you can see here, it's also got a 5-star ranking. So even news reports think the film's good as well. So I don't know why people are complaining too much. But yeah, there's the disc right there. So yeah, if you've not seen this film, recommend checking it out. But yeah, be warned, there's a few jump scares in this film as you watch it. But it's still really good nonetheless. So yeah, worth a watch. And the last one to show on DVD is Disney Pixar's Hoppers. That's right. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, why get this when you've already got on Blu-ray? Well, I got this on DVD just to add to my collection. Yes, I've already got on Blu-ray, but to be honest, I brought this because, one, I really love this film and it's quite underrated, and two, I do think, the DVD format is actually a bit better because, you see, with the Blu-ray copy, it has a really thin, slim case, and I'm not really a fan of that, and I think, it looks better when the case is a bit bigger and thicker, so I quite like it that way. So I may just brought this just to add to my collection. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to bother, watching it on DVD, but unless if I really have to. But, I think having this for my collection, really stands out. So, yeah, and autism needs to be satisfied right here. So, yeah. Yeah, all these characters here, including Maple and this lizard. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, on Discord, for some reason, there are GIFs of this, like, lizard. Like, if you search up Hoppers in the GIFs, like, section, you will find so many of this lizard. Like, this lizard, for some reason, stands out as a bigger character compared to Mabel, which is really, really strange. But, yeah. But personally, I think, the beavers in this film are really, really cute, which is kind of what I like about this film. And it's got a decent plot. Yeah, and I can see this is one of the films Disney had that actually made them have a great comeback. Because, yeah, I think anything that was released like just before Zootropolis 2, like I could just see that they were having a bit of their downfall, especially with that live action remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Let's not forget Mufasa as well. But I think after Zootropolis 2 and all of that, they just got better and so got back on their feet again. Even though I thought Toy Story 5 was a bit of a disappointment, hot take alert. But, you know, that film was kind of, you know, being recorded like during the time they were releasing Mufasa, so I can't really, you know, be mad about that and take that too seriously. But yeah, this is actually a really good film. Yeah, rated U, so anyone can watch it, unlike most of the other crap that I showed earlier. Yeah, released in 2026. This came out this year. And it's in that flipping aspect ratio that I'm sure a lot of people can't stand, but I don't really care. Running time is 100 minutes. And there's the disc. I mean, it is kind of bland, but it's not like it's too bad. But, you know, what I find quite funny, though, is how they've actually put the emojis of what they, of what Maple, you know, put on the phone. Or George put on the phone when they were, like, talking to Jerry. Like, it was like, beaver, 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 chopwood logs, chopwood logs, chopwood logs. Rocket ship, hearts. Like, honestly, this is actually really funny. That was the funniest part of the film. Honestly, especially the part where George kept spelling beaver. Honestly, that was funny. Yeah, we've got an equal case here. Yeah, even though this disc is quite bland, I'm still quite happy they've added this onto there. But also, explain to me why the Irish PG certificate is there, despite the fact it's you in the UK. I don't know anymore, honestly. I don't even know. Just what the flip. But anyways, that leaves it with that. And there you guys go. That's it for today's update video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe. Peace out. And of course, think for yourselves. By the way, just because Maple is a beaver, that does not make her relate to Toothy and Handy from Happy Tree Friends. Cuddles.